Good afternoon, sir. This is Chandrasekhar, Faculty of Physics. I have 15 years experience in teaching, particularly in IIT wing and NEET wing. Today we discuss about capacitance. It is a very important topic in both medical and IIT wing. Why I am choosing this topic? This topic weightage is very high in competitive field. What is that? Particularly in MPC stream mains level. From this topic, one question will be given in past years. So particularly one question will be common in next exams also. And advanced level. In advanced level, particularly in paper 1, one question will be given. And paper 2, based on this concept, question will be given. And in NEET point of view, one question must and should given. Otherwise, sometimes two questions also given in past years. So, according to the competitive field, weightage of the topic is very high, and according to the student point of view, if it is learned easily and they can got the good marks in competitive exam. So, very important topic in competitive exam. So, before going to the topic capacitance, we should explain introduction part. Capacitance. Generally, capacitance is nothing but phenomenon. General phenomenon is nothing but process. Simple language, phenomenon simply called as process. So, capacitance is the phenomenon. What's that phenomenon? Phenomenon especially to store the electric charge. To store the electric charge. That storage phenomenon can be called as capacitance. So capacitance is the phenomenon to store the electric charge. So that is the phenomenon. What is electric charge? So it is very important. Electric charge simply denoted by small t. What is electric charge? In nature, there existing two types of charges are there. One is positive charge, another one is negative charge. So, according to the positive charge, you can take the example for positive charge. So, example can be taken as, for positive charge, you can take protons. For negative charge, you can take as electrons. Best examples. What is the charge of proton? The charge of proton is obviously positive. Its value is plus 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. For electrons, electron has a negative charge and 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 coulombs. So, in magnitude point of view, charge of proton and charge of electron are both are same. But particularly in charge point of view, proton has positive charge, electron has negative charge. And similar way, mass of proton. Mass of proton can be taken as 1.67 into 10 power minus 27 kg. And mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 power minus 31 kg. These are the standard values. These values must be remembered in mind. According to competitive exam point of view, these values are not given in the question. So, these values must be remembered in our mind. So, these values are very important. So, that is electric charge. This electric charge storage phenomenon can be called as capacitance. This capacitance principle obeys the device. The capacitance phenomenon obeys the device can be called as capacitor. So here two words are given. One is capacitor, another one is capacitance. Capacitor is nothing but device. Capacitance is nothing but phenomena. This phenomena obeys the device is called as capacitor. So according to the capacitor, symbolic representation can be represented like this. One is positive, another one is negative. One more symbol is also there, that is like this. One is positive, another one is negative. Additional one arrow is existed. What is the difference between these two symbols? This symbol can be represented by, which is called as fixed value capacitor. Second symbol is called as variable capacitor. Both the symbols are represented to store the electric charge. Particularly store the electric charge, this symbol is nothing but fixed value, nothing but example. This capacitance value can be represented by some C is equal to 10 microfarad. Nothing but this capacitance to store the charge, or particularly 10 microfarads. You can take this symbol here. C value lie in between 0 to 10 microfarad. Nothing but according to this symbol, least capacitance value is 0, highest capacitance value is 10. In between them you can use it. Nothing but suppose you can store 5 coulomb charge. So 5 coulombs you can use this symbol. So this is fixed value capacitance, this is variable capacitance. So that is the basic representation of capacitance and capacitor. After going that, this is the basic introduction part. After going, what is the basic formula for capacitance? So before going to the basic formula, I am consider one isolated conductor. I am considered one isolated conductor. What is the isolated conductor? Best examples are, you can consider best example are metals. Metals, nothing but you can take any one of the metal. Metal is nothing but flow of charges is very, very high. So particularly isolated charges, in these surfaces, the storage, particularly the charges are placed on the surface of the given metal. So charges must be stored on the surfaces. So you can consider metal. That is the example for isolated conductor. For this conductor, I am applying an external source, nothing but I am applying a DC battery, positive and negative. You can apply the potential is V. You can apply the potential V, the storage or moment of charges R is also I. So according to the electric potential, so for a particularly metal, electric potential can be written as V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. This is the previous topic of capacitance. Actual chapter name is electric potential and capacitance. So I am taking the potential basic definition. V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught into Q by R. Here 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught value is constant. The distance can be considered as constant. Then V is directly proportional to Q. So you can increase the potential, charges also increases. You can replace the proportionality constant. You can introduce a constant. V is equal to some 1 by C into Q. According to this equation, Q can be represented as C into V. This is the basic formula for capacitance. According to the basic formula, here proportionality constant can be taken as C. That C value can be represented by C is equal to Q by V. This is the standard and basic formula for capacitance. According to this formula, capacitance C value can be represented as Q by V. Nothing but the ratio of charge on the conductor to the applied potential on the conductor. So, basic formula C is equal to Q by V. This is the basic principle or basic formula for capacitance. So, according to this capacitance term is explained on the basis of real life example. Real life example. That example can be taken as H2O, nothing but water tank. You can consider the water tank. In regular life, there existing different water tanks are there. Particularly individual houses, you can see the individual houses. In individual houses, water tank shape is which is in cylindrical in structure like this. In regular life, majority houses are in apartments. In apartments, the water tank shape is a cuboid like this. Very, very big cuboid is existed. And some of the people are constructed the water tank their own structure. Mainly number of peoples are constructed like God. Some devotees, they are constructed like as Lord Shivalinga. Like this. So according to this structure, the volume of the water tanks in each and every step always be changes. So volume of the shapes always be varies. So but every water tank must store the water. So the capacity must be store the water. So each and every step or every structure to store the water, nothing but quantity must be constant. Every water tank, I think that the constant value you can store the water. So here volume is changes. So volume is changes, automatically storage capacity also changes. So capacity of the tank, capacity always be varies. So this capacity value mainly depending on particularly shape, size and medium. So that water tank capacity value mainly depending on shape, size and medium. It is independent on quantity. Which quantity? Nothing but here water is stored. That water is stored. So does not depending on the water. It mainly depending on shape, size and medium. In a similar fashion, the capacitance of the capacitor. The capacitance of the capacitor. What is capacitor? It is the device to obey the capacitance principle. What is capacitance? Capacitance is nothing but phenomena to store the charge. So the storage phenomena, nothing but capacitance, here also is mainly depending on shape, size and material medium. So these three quantities are very important. The capacitance value mainly depending on shape, size and medium and is independent, particularly independent on quantity of charge to be stored. The quantity of charge is independent. The capacitance value is depending on shape, size and medium. This is the basic introduction part of capacitance and capacitor. After going to the topic, this capacitance, nothing but you can take the next topic. That next topic is capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor. Very important for numerical problem solving point of view. Capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. This topic is very important for numerical problem solving point of view. So before going to the topic, what you calculated, capacitance can be calculated. According to topic, capacitance can be calculated. What the capacitance of the material? That material is capacitor. Particularly which capacitor? Nothing but parallel plate capacitor. So before going to the topic, first of all, you can construct one capacitor. So I am constructed one capacitor, particularly parallel plate capacitor. For parallel plate capacitor, you required two parallel plates. So these two parallel plates are arranged parallel to each other. The distance between two plates can be taken as D. Each plate area can be considered as A. So this plate area is also A. So for parallel plate capacitor, you can consider one is positive plate, another one is negative plate. According to the properties of charges, the charge is always deposited or stored on the surface of the material. So I am constructed one is positive plate. So this is positive plate. So positive. In a similar fashion, this can be taken as negative. One of the plate can be grounded. So this is grounded. So according to the grounded, what is that one? Remaining charges always we come to the ground state. So according to this plate is negatively charged plate, this plate is positively charged plate. So for this condition, the lines of force, particularly electric lines of force, the electric lines of force always travel from positive to negative charge. So here positive, it is negative. So the lines of force always travel from positive charge to negative charge. Where the lines of force is existed, there existing electric field. According to the electric charges and fields, already we learned about that topic. So in between them, the electric lines of force are parallel to each other. Nothing but here field is uniform electric field. At the edges, the lines of force is in curved lines. So always the lines of force travel from positive charge to negative charge. This is the structure of parallel plate capacitor. First of all, I would like to calculate intensity of the parallel plate capacitor. According to intensity, the intensity is existed with respect to positive plate and with respect to negative plate. So intensity of capacitor for nothing but total electric intensity. Electric intensity due to positive plate plus electric intensity due to negative plate. So here positive and negative plate structures can be taken into rectangular structures. We are taking rectangular structures. According to the Gauss law, in electrostatic. Gauss law in electrostatic, what you said? So the line integral of electrical intensity always be equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of total charge enclosed the closed surface. So Gauss law is applicable for closed surfaces. According to Gauss law formula, integrals, particularly surface integral of intensity, is equal to 1 by epsilon naught times of q total enclosed the surface. According to that, we are taking the plates are rectangular, nothing but plane sheets. You are taking rectangular plane sheets. So the Gauss law second application, particularly Gauss law second application, electric intensity due to plane sheet can be taken as sigma by 2 epsilon naught. Here sigma is nothing but surface charge density. Surface charge density, sigma can be written as q by a. This is sigma value. So according to the Gauss law for plane sheet, E value can be written as sigma by 2 epsilon naught. So according to the intensity, E positive plate plus E negative plate, both are in rectangular structure. Intensity can be written as sigma by 2 epsilon naught plus sigma by 2 epsilon naught. 2 sigma by 2 epsilon naught. 2 get cancelled. Intensity of the parallel plate capacitor can be taken as E is equal to sigma by epsilon naught. One of the formula for calculating the numerical problems. In terms of charge, sigma can be represented as q by a. So E can be written as, in terms of charge, q by a epsilon naught. This is second equation. So here intensity of parallel plate capacitor can be written as q by a epsilon naught. Here E is intensity. According to the potential, the relation between electric intensity and electric potential can be represented as E is equal to V by D. E is equal to V by D. This can be taken as equation number 3. So according to equation number 2 and 3, the left hand side terms represent electric intensity. Then you can equate the equation 2 and 3 right hand sides. Nothing but V by D is equal to q by epsilon naught a. The basic relation for capacitance already know. The basic relation C is equal to q by V. So here q is there, here V is there. Rearrange it. You can get q by V is equal to epsilon naught a by D. Q by V is nothing but capacitance. So capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught a by D. This is the basic expression for capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. So based on this equation, particularly equation number 4, Capacitance value mainly depending on, according to the equation, three terms. One is medium. Here epsilon naught is nothing but permittivity of free space. You can, medium is changes, the capacitance value also changes. Next, area of the plate. Area of the plate. Next one, distance between the plate. According to the equation, you can equate them. You can deduce the different forms. Capacitance value is mainly depending on medium. C is proportional to epsilon. For two different mediums, C1 by C2 is equal to epsilon 1 by epsilon 2. At what condition this condition is applied? At area of the plate and distance between the plates are constant. C is directly proportional to epsilon. That is the fifth equation. And next one, C is proportional to area of the plate. For two capacitors, C1 by C2 is equal to A1 by A2. This can be taken as another formula in terms of area. Suppose the plates here we are taking rectangular plates. Suppose the plate shape is changed. That shape can be taken as circular. The area of the circle can be written as pi r square. So C1 by C2 can be written as pi into r1 square divided by pi into r2 square. Pi get cancelled. Then C1 by C2 can be written as r1 by r2 whole square. In terms of radius of the plates, equation number 7. And last one, distance between the plate. Capacitance value inversely proportional to distance between the plates. Then C1 by C2 is equal to D2 by D1. This is equation number 8. The last 5 equations, nothing but 8, 7, 6, 5 and 4. These 5 equations are very important for calculating the capacitance values of the parallel plate capacitor in different structures. And before going to the next topic, here capacitance value is C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Epsilon naught is nothing but represent the medium. A is nothing but area. Suppose here you are constructed two plates. One is positive plate, another plate is negative plate. Suppose you can take different areas. One is area A1, second plate is area A2. According to the formula, capacitance C is equal to epsilon naught A by D. So this capacitance value is depending on only one of the area of the plate. At that condition, here two areas are there, A1 and A2. Particularly for that formula, you can consider smallest area. This A value, you can give the two areas. In that area, you can take small area. Next, what is D? Distance between the plates. Particularly, this D is nothing but mean distance between the plate. Mean distance between the plate. Very important. Some of the times these two are given like as a theoretical questions. You know these topics, that theoretical question can be attempted in 10 to 20 seconds. So very important. Area of the plate can be taken as the smallest area between the among the two areas, and D is nothing but mean distance value. So that is the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Number of formulas are there. Based on that formulas, you can calculate the different numerical problems. So after calculating the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, so based on that you can go to the applications. Very important. These are the main use of to solve the problems in shortcut method. Okay, so application. First one, suppose I am taking one capacitor like this. This is positive plate, this is negative plate. The distance can be taken as D. In between the plates, we are taking the A. Then capacitance of the parallel plate capacitor in air medium can be taken as C naught is equal to epsilon naught A by D. This is the standard value. In air medium, capacitance is represented as C naught. C naught is equal to epsilon naught A by D. Second one, I am taking another one. One is positive plate, another one negative plate. The distance between the plates can be taken as D. Other than medium, so you can consider some medium. I don't know. This medium property can be taken as permittivity is epsilon. Then capacitance C can be taken as epsilon, area of the plate A, distance. With respect to medium, with respect to air. This can be taken as equation 1. This can be taken as equation 2. Based on this equation, I am taking equation 1 divided by 2. I am calculating. So C naught by C is equal to epsilon naught A by D divided by epsilon A by D. A by D get cancelled. You get epsilon naught by epsilon. So the ratio of capacitance with respect to air to medium can be taken as permittivity of free space to permittivity of medium. You know that dielectric constant in electric charges and fields already known, dielectric constant which is represented by K. K is equal to epsilon by epsilon. Here epsilon naught by epsilon is there, so you can replace C naught by C can be taken as 1 by K. Then capacitance with respect to medium can be taken as K times of capacitance of air medium. Equation number 3. So you can take the one dielectric slab, in between them the capacitance values increases by dielectric constant term. That is the second application. Third application. One capacitor is taken. In between the capacitor, I am taking one dielectric slab. This is the dielectric slab of dielectric constant K and their thickness is T. The distance between two plates already we are taking, that is D. Then new capacitance value can be represented by C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. This is very important topic, particularly in advanced level. This application is very useful in advanced level. So you can derive this equation by using Gauss method. For this Gauss method, I am taking potential across the plates can be taken as potential with respect to air medium plus potential with respect to dielectric medium. So net potential can be written as potential with respect to air medium plus potential with respect to dielectric medium. So air medium thickness is, here already we are occupied the dielectric slab thickness is T. Nothing but air thickness is D minus T. Dielectric medium thickness is T. We know that. Already we know intensity and potential relation E is equal to V by D. Here potential can be taken. So potential can be represented as E is equal to E into D. With respect to air medium, I am taking E naught. Air thickness is D minus T plus with respect to dielectric E and thickness is T. So E naught into D minus T plus E into T. So according to the intensity can be taken as Q by A epsilon naught. So E is equal to Q by A epsilon naught into D minus T plus E can be taken as Q by A into, with respect to medium, epsilon into T. In both the term you can common the equation. Otherwise we know that dielectric constant K represented by epsilon naught. Here epsilon is there. So epsilon can be represented by K into epsilon naught. Replace it. Q by A epsilon naught into D minus T plus Q by A into, in place of epsilon you replace K into epsilon naught into T. In both the equations you can common the term is Q by A epsilon naught can be common, then you get D minus T plus T by K. This is the resultant potential in between the plates, positive and negative plates. The potential in between the plates is V is equal to Q by A epsilon naught into D minus T plus T by K. So what you want to calculate? Capacitance. Capacitance basic formula. Capacitance C is equal to Q by V. This V can be substituted in this equation. Q by A epsilon naught into D minus T can be common, then 1 minus 1 by K. Denominator and numerator, q is there, can be cancelled. Then epsilon naught A goes to numerator. Then new capacitance can be taken as epsilon naught A by d minus t into 1 minus 1 by k. This is the capacitance in a dielectric slab existing in between the plates, having the dielectric constant is k and thickness is t. Then capacitance can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught A by d minus t of 1 minus 1 by k. That is the application number 3. Next, fourth application. You can construct one capacitor. In between the plates distance is d. I am taking n number of dielectrics like this. How many dielectrics are there? Here total n dielectrics are there. 1 to n. Their dielectric constants are K1, K2 and Kn. Their thickness are T1, T2 and Tn. The new capacitance value can be represented by using this equation. Can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught A by. Here total distance is d minus t. T is nothing but how many dielectrics are there? N dielectrics. So you can add it the capacitance. T1 plus T2 plus 1 Tn into 1 minus 1 by K1 plus 1 by K2 plus so on plus 1 by Kn. For n number of dielectrics are existing in between the plates. That is the fourth application. And fifth one. In between the plates of the capacitor, I am taking complete distance between the plates is occupied with one dielectric. That dielectric constant is K, thickness is T. The new capacitance value. Here complete occupied the dielectric, nothing but there is no air medium. So capacitance of this capacitance can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught A by d minus t is not there. So you can take T1 T by K. T by K, nothing but K into epsilon naught A by T. This is capacitance of the capacitor when complete distance is occupied by one dielectric. And sixth one, you can take the distance between the plates is occupied one dielectric, particularly this is a metal dielectric having the thickness is T. The new capacitance value can be written as, so particularly thickness is T, dielectric constant is K, then new capacitance value can be written as, already we derived it according to Gauss method, epsilon naught A by d minus t into 1 minus 1 by K. But here the dielectric is also given, nature is metal. For particularly metal dielectric, the dielectric constant value is infinity. For particularly metal dielectric, the dielectric constant is infinity. You can substitute in this equation, you get C is equal to epsilon naught A by d minus t into 1 minus 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity value is 0. Then capacitance is C is equal to epsilon naught A by d minus t. This is the capacitance. You can place the dielectric slab. And sixth one. Suppose first of all I am taking one dielectric. You can place one dielectric constant is K and the thickness is T. Then capacitance value is C is equal to epsilon naught A by d minus t into 1 minus 1 by K. At what condition the distance is either increases or decreases, the final capacitance value is equal to C naught value. What is the condition? C must be equal to C naught. What is the distance between the plates is asked. Then distance d value is how much? How much distance is raised? The distance value is equal to t into 1 minus 1 by K. Suppose you can increase this much of distance. This new capacitance value is always equal to capacitance of the air medium. So the distance increases must be equal to T into 1 minus 1 by K. That is the application number 6. Based on this application, in past, mains and advanced level, some of the questions are given. In advanced point of view, one of the time in advanced level, one question is given. That question is, this is one capacitor. The distance between the plates is D. One dielectric is placed in between the plates of the capacitor. This dielectric is given as metal dielectric. They are giving the metal dielectric, and thickness is half of the distance between the plate. Then new capacitance value is how much? In advanced level they are asking. So the total distance between the plates is D. Dielectric is particularly metal dielectric, and thickness of the dielectric slab is D by 2. Then new capacitance value is asked. According to the dielectric slab, the new capacitance value is epsilon naught A by D minus T into 1 minus 1 by K. This is the basic expression. So according to the given data, they are giving the metal dielectric. For metal dielectric, K value always be infinity. And thickness of the dielectric slab is given, D is equal to T is equal to D by 2. These two values are substituted in this equation. You get C is equal to epsilon naught A by D minus, in place of T you can substitute D by 2, 1 minus 1 by infinity. 1 by infinity value is 0. So epsilon naught A by D minus D by 2. D minus D by 2 is epsilon naught A by D by 2. This 2 goes to numerator, you get 2 times of epsilon naught A by D. This is the option. Suppose this option is not there, another option is also existed. That is epsilon naught A by D value can be taken as C naught. So finally answer is 2 times of C naught value. This is the one of the time asked in advanced level. One more example. This example is given both mains and advanced level also. What is that? Suppose two parallel plates are existed like this. First of all, they are giving. The structure is also given in the question. One is positive plate, another one is negative plate. One side, the distance between the plate is D. The upper plate, particularly you can consider as this is positive, this is negative. The upper plate is shifted like this. The new position of the plate is like this, making an angle alpha with respect to previous one. What is the new capacitance value after displacing the positive plate? So new capacitance value is how much? So the basic one. Here area of the plate is A. This is also area of the plate. According to this distance, the distance between the plates is D. How much distance is raised? Suppose you can consider as D, X. So already we know that capacitance C can be written as epsilon naught A by D. This A is can be taken as small area of the given plates. Here both the areas are same, so no problem. Here D can be taken as mean value of the distance between left and right sides. So left side distance between the plates is D, right side is D plus X. So the average can be taken as D and D plus X. So before going to that, you can calculate the X value. Here alpha is there. The length of the plate can be taken as L. So according to this triangle, like as triangle is existed like this. Here alpha is there, length of the plate and distance X. You can consider it sine. Sine alpha can be taken as L by, sine alpha is X by L. If alpha, what you want to calculate X value, then X is equal to L into sine alpha. Then distance, mean distance, D mean is equal to left side distance is D, Right side distance is d plus x by 2. Already we calculated x value is L into sine alpha by 2. D plus d 2d plus L sine alpha by 2. Nothing but d plus L by 2 sine alpha. If alpha value is small, sine alpha can be taken as alpha. So d plus L alpha by 2. This is the mean distance between the plate. So what you want to calculate? New capacitance value. Then new capacitance value can be taken as C is equal to epsilon naught A by D mean. In both the terms, D can be calculated common 1 plus L alpha by 2D. So it can be rearranged epsilon naught A by D into 1 plus L alpha by 2D whole inverse. According to binomial expansion, 1 plus x whole inverse can be taken as higher terms can be neglected. You can consider only first two terms. That is epsilon naught A by D into 1 minus L alpha by 2D. Well known term epsilon naught A by D can be taken as C naught. The new capacitance value can be written as C is equal to C naught times 1 minus L alpha by 2D. Maximum, this application is also given in advanced level. Thank you.